Hello and welcome to the Nerdcade Cymru. Nice to see you again. Now, as everybody knows, I'm a massive He-Man fan. Have been ever since I was a kid. Absolutely love it. Saw the original Filmation TV series. That will be 32 years ago now. 32 years ago in September 1983. So happy anniversary, He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. But yeah, I saw that programme, I remember, on CITV. The very first episode, the Diamond Raid Disappearance, and I immediately fell in love with the show and the toys, and had Castle Grayskull, which I now have again, which I'm very happy about, but I had loads of the toys, loads and loads and loads, and really fell in love with it. And then as time went on, obviously He-Man and Master Universe went away and then came back sort of in the early 2000s, and that re-stoked my fire for it again. And then we've had classics since then as well, and yeah, it's a good time to be a Masters fan. But I've been waiting for something for the past few weeks, and it finally arrived today, and it is this amazing book. It's The Art of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, and I'm going to take you through a little look through it today. Not all of it, because I want you to buy it and look at it for yourself. I've just had a quick look through it myself. It's a brilliant book. But yeah, I do want to do a quick review on it and sort of show you some of the delights within, to sort of tempt you in and see if we can get you to all to buy it, so that there could be more. There is a mini comics one coming out in November as well. It's going to have all the He-Man mini comics that you got in package with the figures, which is amazing. But in the meantime, we have this lovely book, so let's have a look at it now. So here we are with the book, with the Art of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, and a great picture on there of He-Man, and then various incarnations. So you've got Filmation, you've got the Battle Armor He-Man era, you've got the comics, mini comics, you've got that's from the Most Powerful Game in the Universe, is that one, and then you've got sort of the more modern He-Man from 2002. Now the inlay of this book is brilliant. I love it so much. Look at it. Oh, it's so cool. So you've got He-Man, you've got Orko, you've got the Sorceress, you've got Randor, Skeletor there. Oh, it's so nice. It's such a nice thing, is this book. And so well produced and really high quality, and that's so always nice. And here you get He-Man and Skeletor on the Serengeti there, with a lion and an heffalump. I just love Skeletor's pose. Come on, elephant, get He-Man. This again, love this little bit here. It's obviously from the toy packaging, the meteors and the boulders coming out at you, and oh, so good, so good. You get the chapters there. This is nice. If you get the book, you will see a little foreword by Alan Oppenheimer, which is really nice. And then you get loads of stuff there about the early formation of He-Man and everything that sort of went on there. Those sort of really nice concept designs there of Demo Man and the Beastman, that is originally. That's Beastman's original look. And then you get loads of stuff from the classic collection, concept art, so the sort of Vicor He-Man there, and Battle Cat, that kind of thing. And that would be oh, that's Adam. That's Adam's original flamboyant look. And then lots of stuff. A lot of this is from Emiliano Santalucia. We've actually seen this at Rollout Roll Call, which is coming up soon, lads, so you need to go to it. So a lot of this is sort of from his collection that we've seen, of pictures that he has. I love the fact that you do have the two-tone Skeletor colours there. Really cool. And then other pictures there of concept art for the toys. Really nice. This is actually one of my favourite pictures. It's not Castle Grayskull. You might think it is, but it's not. It's the Dwell of Souls. Mike Taylor originally did artwork for various other toy lines, and this was just a concept artwork, not for any particular toy line. But they sort of took it and said, we can use that, and eventually turned it into what became Castle Grayskull. But yeah, not Castle Grayskull at the moment. That is the Dwell of Souls, which, how cool is that name? And then various other concepts that didn't come off, and some that did, and some that were changed along the way. Some really nice Evil Horde and Skeletor Warrior pictures there. That's Too Bad. That's the original Too Bad there, which is really nice. And then various other things. And then actual produced toys. Now this I love. This is epic. Is this coming up? You've got a nice picture of Thunder Punch He-Man, nice picture of Battle Armor Skeletor, which is really cool. This is one of my favourite pictures in the whole book, one of my favourite set of pictures, because it's got loads and loads of toy art on there. This is the sort of thing that you would have seen if you'd bought the toys in the 80s, and as such, I fucking love it. It's great. How would you not like that? Especially like Ninja. Ninja, always one of my favourite characters. I never had him. I do want him, so if I do see him at Roll Out Roll Call, there's a damn good chance I'm going to buy Ninja this year. It's just a stupid name. Same as Dragstore. Absolutely ridiculous, but lovely, lovely stuff. Stridor there, who I do have. I've got the Dragon Walker as well, which apparently James Eatock hates. Don't care. Love it myself. Flying Fist He-Man, which is cool, and Hero, who never got made properly until SDCC a few years back. Unproduced toys, lots of those. Fearless Photog, who is very, very ridiculous, but it's a fan name toy that was made by one of the fans, and he got a college scholarship out of it. He didn't get a figure until the Classics line. But there you go. Then other unproduced concepts and toys. That would have been a cool vehicle. It's a bit like a Visionaries vehicle. Torteron, I think it is, or Torton, there we go, Torton. That was by Ed Watts, who actually worked for Honda as well, which is really cool. And then you get various pictures of the actual toy art there. This is packaging art. Go through that. There we go, packaging art, Battle Bones. A lot of this you can find online, and we've actually put it on the Back to the 80s Facebook as well, a lot of this art, because it is really worth looking at. And then the classic mini comics, a whole section on those, which is really cool. Look at that. I mean, the mini comics are overlooked by a lot of people and thought not to be worth anything because they came packaged in the toy. And that's a shame, because some of the artwork on these things was great. Some of the artwork was atrocious. I mean, don't get me wrong, some of the artwork on it was absolutely awful, but this sort of thing is absolutely lovely, and I feel shouldn't be overlooked. Which is why I'm looking forward to the fact that they will be doing the book with all of those in. I mean, I have all of them anyway on a digital fashion, but there we go. Princess of Power. I love She-Ra. Anyone who doesn't love She-Ra isn't to be trusted, basically, because She-Ra is awesome. There are a lot of She-Ra books. That's quite important. Number one, Bruce Timm drew it. Bruce Timm, who went on to do things like Batman the Animated Series and the Justice League stuff and all that kind of stuff. He drew a lot of mini comics there in a Jack Kirby style, not surprisingly. And this one is for the Eternia play set. So you've got Grayskull Tower, sorry, Central Tower, Grayskull Tower, and then Viper Tower at the end there. And very rare mini comic because it only came with that. Great section here on Filmation. This is from the original couple of minute promo that they did. I love this picture here. This picture is pure Disney of Teela, and I really love it. I think it's great, and I'd love that on my wall. Of course, Evelyn's butt. Why not? But, you know, to be fair, female comic book characters, female cartoon characters, she is perfectly in proportion, and female characters on Filmation always were, and always treated with respect. And then a lot of good line artwork. That is She-Ra. All concepts for She-Ra there, as is that. That's a Horde Dictator, which I'm, you know, brilliant. And Horde Trooper there. That is a cool Horde Trooper, but it's a bit too Cobra Commander, maybe. And then various looks for Hordak there. Bruce Timm's version of characters as well. Lots of interviews here with a lot of people as well, which is really, really cool. And storyboard artwork there. Animation cells as well. This is really cool, actually. I'm going to show you this, because this is really cool. What you get is a little cell of He-Man and Skeletor, really nicely detailed, and what you're able to do is put them in various situations. So there, like so, in a control room together, which is really cool that you're able to do this, and then in a cavern as well. Really, really nice. Now this is the rub, because I've got to get this back in now. Oh, there we go. Careful, lads. They're careful with it. I didn't put that piece of paper there, they did, which is really nice. And then various backgrounds that you get to see, which is really nice. And then various other things as well of the classic series. A lot of stuff by Earl Norham. You do get a lovely interview with the late Earl Norham there, and then lots of his artwork, which is really cool. Again, we do put this on the Back to the 80s Facebook quite a lot, because it's lovely stuff. It really is nice, some of this artwork. I mean, that's really nice. Buzz off in the slime pit there. Loving that. And then the Fright Zone. Everybody seems to hate the Fright Zone, but I love it. And that's a really good picture. And as I've said before, Hordak is just fucking metal in that picture. Look at him. How cool is Hordak? And then just various other pictures as well. And the meaty obs there. Get the meaty obs in the classics line, lads. And then Princess of Power stuff, which is really girly and My Little Pony-esque and pink and pastels. And you know what? I love it. I'm sorry. I don't care. I love it. Especially love Swiftwind is pink. There we go. Swift is pink in the original toy line. Deal with it. And then a lot of the catalogues, I suppose you call them. Catalogue pictures of all the toys in various states of being. You know, buy our shit. There you go. And then a lot of the stuff about the DC Comics that they did, when he met Superman. And the motion picture as well, which they did. And then various other comics and books, so the Golden Book stuff that Earl Norham did. Which I've got a lot of this, again, love it. And I've got all the MP3s of the tapes and stuff that they did, which is really cool. There is no end to my power! Do love Skeletor in those. That is one of my favourite pictures. If you do want to see it, because it's got Faker right there. And then various other books that they did as well. And they've got a lovely section on the motion picture. I love this. It's his. It says, Skeletor plucks a severed head off one of the poles behind his throne and tosses it into the mouth of Ogor, which swallows the head in one gulp. No! That's a note from Mattel there. No, you're not doing that. Too much. A really nice interview with Dolph Lundgren as well there. You can tell he doesn't really care, but it's nice that he took the time out to give someone a little bit of an interview there. Really weird picture of Skeletor. I'm not sure I like that. Evelyn looks great though. A lot of these pictures done by Ralph McQuarrie. Now he worked on a little thing called Star Wars. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's a little independent film that they did in the 70s. But McQuarrie worked on that, and he worked on this as well. How nice is that? Oh, dude. But yeah, loads of New Adventures, loads of stuff from the movie there, which is well worth looking at. The New Adventures I did mention, lots of weird and wonderful stuff in the New Adventures section there, like Statue of Eternia flying out of Castle Grayskull, really nice, and various other concepts that they had produced, toys that they made, really nice stuff. And then the collection Reborn, so in the 2002 remake, a lot of the designs that they had for that, which is really cool. I love the 2002 series, it's great. Especially love what they did with Faker. That is one of the figures I would love to have, is the 2002 Faker. So if anybody knows where it might be, let me know. And then all the animation backgrounds and stuff like that they did for it. And the toys as well. And the comics that they produced in 2002 that Emiliano and Val Staples, people like that worked on. And James Eatock, which is really cool. And then various pieces of art that people had done when the collection sort of came back into the popular consciousness again. And then a lot of the classic stuff. There's the hero figure I was telling you about. And a lot of the stuff. Again, this is all the classics figures that they've done. So there's lots of them, because you've got all that page there, which is really cool. I've got some of them. I've not got all of them. I want that. I want this so bad, the Castle Grayskull. I've not got £400 to spend on it, I'm afraid. The Icon Hero Snake Mountain, obviously they are making Snake Mountain, Modulock, and a lot of the toy stuff that they've done since then as well. The Unnamed One, which everyone seems to hate, but I absolutely love, and Standor. And then we come into the maps section, where you have lots of lovely maps. That's Eternia, that's Etheria, you've got Subternia as well, you've got the Horde Empire, you've got Castle Grayskull inside there, and then just various pieces of art and comicry stuff and Hordak and that kind of thing. I've got that mini comic, somebody kindly gave me that last year. And then you've got just the evolution of everything there. He-Man, who I've had a couple of conversations with us back to the 80s on Twitter. And then a return to DC Comics, the new DC Comics stuff, which is really, really cool. That is a badass picture, and I love She-Ra in that picture. She is really, really cool. And then that's one of my favourite pictures in the whole thing. I'm a big fan of Darwin Cook's stuff. Love DC The New Frontier and that kind of thing. And he did it, and I particularly love it, the way that She-Ra is basically just Wonder Woman. Even down to the fact that she's got big hips and she's quite curvy and 1940s. I would love to see him do a whole run on She-Ra. That would be awesome, because she would be basically Wonder Woman, and that is, you know, pretty much what I think She-Ra is anyway. And then you've got a lovely little section of exploratory artwork, so it's concepts and stuff made for TVs and that kind of thing. This especially is a lovely picture. Now that's apparently Castle Grayskull reimagined as a fortress built from the skeletal remains of the first Titanic hero of ancient Eternia, Titus. How cool is that? Love it. And then another floating Castle Grayskull. All this might be used for the new movie, I doubt. But really nice, good stuff. It's a lovely book. And one of my favourite things of the whole thing right at the end. I am Adam, Prince of Eternia and Defender of the Secrets of Castle Grayskull. It's a whole thing. Really cool. And then lovely. Do you know what? I would love wallpaper on my wall of that. How cool would that be? And then one of my favourite pictures of all Masters of the Universe stuff, it's basically Skeletor being the man with all his evil warriors and evil ninjas lying in front of Panther. Oh yeah. It's a great book. It's a brilliant book. And at the moment on Amazon, it is £21.95 to have delivered to you. In the UK, so there is no reason that you should not have this book in your collection. If you are any kind of fan of Masters of the Universe, please get it. I beseech you. I know I showed a lot of the book on camera there, but really it doesn't do it any justice. You need to get the book. I shall be back though with another video very soon, hoping at the weekend, but I'm working this weekend, so I'm not sure whether I'll be able to, but certainly next week I have a couple of days off, so that means videos. I will be back with you very soon. Please comment, please rate, please subscribe. If you've got any comments at all, if you are a fan of Masters of the Universe and you have this book, or you even want this book, or you have any Masters of the Universe memories you want to give me, please do so in the comment below. Until next time.